Nick says that he doesn't agree that regulators don't work for the chiropractors, osteopaths as well. Yes, you're there to set and uphold standards, but you should also see yourselves as protecting correctly practicing therapists from rogue therapists purporting to be something they're not. It's a mind change thing and may well engender better feeling towards the regulator from those correctly operating therapists. Well, you do that to a certain extent, don't you? First of all, you can't call yourself a chiropractor if you aren't registered, but also that's sort of the point of the fitness to practice process, is that anyone who isn't doing it properly will suffer some sort of sanction. I'm not sure. Nick, if you can come back to us with something perhaps a little bit more concrete on what you mean by that. What do you mean by a rogue therapist, unless you know, Nick?
No, I think where Nick's maybe coming from is, where we talked earlier on about, who we see as our customer. And of course, Parliament expects us to protect the public. The whole framework of professional regulation is around protection of the public. But of course, we can't do our work, and we can't do our work well, unless we have a really strong and positive dialogue with registrants and the representatives of registrants, whatever that looks like. And we listen. We have to listen, and we have to act on that. We don't always respond in the way that, a bit like the CPD question. Maybe people see us as inflexible, but at least we understand the issues, and we can react. But when we're taking action against practitioners who are holding themselves out as chiropractors, and mercifully there are very few of those. There are slightly more where they've perhaps deregistered and haven't been quite as diligent as they might be in terms of updating not just their own website presence, but these third-party things which seem to go on for years and years, things like yell.com, where it shows as the chiropractor in this place. And I think people latch on to that. It's quite difficult for any individual to get those sorts of things changed. But where we see rogue practitioners holding themselves out as chiropractors, it's a very serious matter, and it's a breach of the law. So therefore you can expect us to take action on that. And as you say, Steve, when it comes to poor practice, whether that's rogue or not, when it comes to poor practice, we don't have an inspection framework. We don't really know what goes on all the time. We're not geared up for that. So the only route in which that kind of gets surfaced is via the complaint system. And of course there are many complaints which are dealt with before they come to us in the clinic's complaint system, or dealt with by the professional associations. But I think when they come to us, then obviously society expects us to look at that and to take robust action where necessary.
Yeah, indeed.